I, Kritika, warmly welcome you all to today's knowledge session on the topic retirement planning pivot to financial freedom. This is a critical subject in today's world because retirement planning is not just about saving money. It's about building a life where your income is not dependent on your expenses. That is financial freedom. Financial freedom empowers us to pursue our dreams and live life without compromise. Proper planning helps us navigate in future expenses. In assists us in reducing stress and achieving peace of mind. Today's session will equip you with practical steps and effective strategies to move towards financial freedom. SEMS Welfare Foundation, a registered non-profit organization, is dedicated to making a positive social impact across various sectors. Through our initiative DG Saksham, focusing on education, particular skill development, and entrepreneurship, we have created training programs in IT, finance, retail, and entrepreneurship, impacting over 6,000 individuals. We are currently upskilling inmates in Haryana jails and collaborating with universities and colleges. We have also partnered with banks to place over 1,500 candidates in job. So something about organization. This session is collaboratively organized by SAM's Web Solution, a dynamic and innovative enterprise dedicated to transforming the way business and individual achieve their goals across staffing, skilling, advisory services, and admission services. At SAM's Web Solution, we don't just deliver services, we create pathways to success. So we are truly honored to welcome Mr. Kapil Gupta sir, our different speaker for today's session. With his expertise in financial planning and wealth management, he has guided many individuals to embrace financial freedom and security in their lives. His experience brings a unique blend of practical wisdom and simple, effective strategies. So today he will share with us valuable tools and insight on how to plan your retirement and confidence and clarity.
Thank you, Kritika. Good evening to one and all present here. At the outset, I would like to thank SEMS Foundation and the organizing team for giving me opportunity to be part of this platform and share my views regarding the retirement planning, which is a pivot to financial freedom. In this era where hello, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
In this era where structural changes are taking place, geopolitically number of changes are taking place, and Gen Z is taking the driving seat, especially after COVID. Financial planning investment has taken the driver's seat, and investment has come to the forefront of the discourse in the society. As per the various investor awareness programs by various mutual fund companies as well as by SEBI, people are becoming more conscious and aware about their financial planning to secure their tomorrow. Therefore, in this backdrop, this topic is become very important because in India, unlike the Western economies, we do not have any kind of social security. Especially the new generation, as people who have joined the services after even the government services after 2004. We do not have any pension scheme in place. Therefore, we need to plan for our future for tomorrow. And unlike the Western world, we have social responsibilities which involve lot of financial burden on our families. Therefore, retirement planning has come to the forefront of this discourse. Therefore, today I have chosen this topic to discuss, and I shall be presenting my views. And before I formally start beginning presenting my views, I would also like to place on record the thanks to my organization, IK Gujarat Punjab Technical University, for granting me permission to be part of this platform and share my views. And at the outset, it is also important to mention that I am not a registered SEBI registered advisor. This presentation that I am making, I am only discussing the academic discourse of retirement planning and financial freedom. No recommendation is being made. That is a disclaimer at the outset from my side. Okay. When we talk about retirement planning at the forefront, it is important to understand what retirement is. If we go by the literally meaning of retirement means a stage where a person permanently leaves his or her job or occupation, even if he or she is a self-employed, professionally working, or working as a businessman or businesswoman. After achieving their financial stability, if they leave the mainstream of workforce and they start doing something they like, they love, and without worrying for the money and their investment, their pension, their social security will take care of their personal interests. That is actually retirement. And if that is the case, then it is technically called as financial independence, where without compromising your lifestyle, without compromising on your comfort level, you enjoy your hobbies, you enjoy your life, and you do whatever you want. You are master of your time. However, in our society, we observe that by definition, in some states, after on attaining the age of 58, which is age of superannuation in some states, and in the central government, 60 years is the age of superannuation. Technically, people retire from their job, but they never stop working, because one of the major reason is that people do not have ample amount of funds available with them, so that which can take care of their financial interest. Therefore, people only retire from one institution, and they are forced to join another institution in order to earn money, so in order to make their both ends meet. Therefore, technically, people retire from one institution, but as per the literally definition of retirement, they are not actually retiring. What retirement actually means: when a person achieves financial freedom, and financial freedom can be achieved even before the date of superannuation. So, date of superannuation is the date when a person himself or herself would opt for retirement, when he or she can pursue his or her dreams. Financial freedom is a stage where you have accumulated enough of wealth in the form of investment, which can generate ample amount of passive income, which can take care of your financial responsibilities and your living expenses. Therefore, when we combine retirement planning and financial freedom, we find both retirement planning and financial freedom are interdependent and intertwined concepts. We cannot look at both of them in isolation. Retirement is possible only when you have achieved financial freedom. And once you have achieved the financial freedom, anytime you can choose to retire, whether your superannuation age has been reached or not. Therefore, financial freedom is actually a broader concept, and retirement planning is actually a narrower concept. Financial freedom actually provides you a lot of flexibility to chase your dreams, to live your life on your own terms. That's why nowadays, especially after COVID, over social media, one term is very popular: fire. financially independent and retire early. People wish to retire early. They want to quit their job by 40s, by 45, or by 50 of their age. The precondition is they should have accumulated ample amount of money. Now the question arises: what is the ample amount of money? What is the ample amount of corpus? What is that number they should have accumulated, and so that they can opt for retirement, and rest of their life they can comfortably lead without worrying for money. So today's discussion will be focused on this particular discourse. This is the life cycle of an individual in a middle class family, and primarily I shall be focusing on middle class family, because retirement planning is primarily going to resolve few of the problems for the middle class families, because upper strata, they do not require that much financial security, because their previous generation has already accumulated much. This is a life cycle of individual in a middle class family, whereby right from the birth till the date of their demise, uh, 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 during various stages of their life, they have to achieve various goals, not for himself but for the family. And each and every goal requires certain amount of funds, certain amount of corpus. It can be education for self, it can be education for the kids, it can be the travel plan for the family, it can be the entertainment plan, it can be a lifestyle upliftment. It can be anything. It can be chasing your dreams. You have certain aspirations. Recently, Apple has launched a new phone. If I want to upgrade my phone, if I want to upgrade my laptop, everything requires money, and that money is shall be taken from the total corpus I have accumulated. So, as far as the retirement planning and financial freedom, it does not mean that retirement planning means I am actually talking about the date of superannuation. No, retirement planning begins the day I start earning money and spending money. It can be the age of, it can be the teenage, it can be when I am 20 years old, it can be when I start my first job. Any point of time, retirement planning is required right from that point of time. And why retirement planning is required? This graph is very important. This graph shows the projections of the life expectancy in India. This graph has been plotted and published by United Nations. In India, presently in 2025, the median age of an individual is approximately 71, 72 years. And in next 15 years, this median age is expected to increase by up to 76 years. The life expectancy of the people is growing. Earlier in 1950s, life expectancy was 42 years. Now, over the period, since the hygiene is growing, social environment is growing, our affordability is growing, life expectancy is also growing. So, whensoever I take the decision to retire, I shall be living for longer time period, longer time frame, and during that period, I would not have any source of income, but my expenditures shall continue. Therefore, I need to accumulate sufficient amount of corpus so that I can lead my retirement age comfortably. Therefore, this topic is important, and this is the financial life cycle of an individual, whereby I have divided the financial life cycle into three stages. Stage one is early years, when there is a time for wealth accumulation, when your financial obligations and responsibilities are on the lower side. That is until you achieve the 50 years of age. 50 years to 60 years, you have many financial responsibilities. Kids grow, and you have to pay for their higher education. Maybe if during their adulthood, you have to spend on their marriage, or you have to send them abroad for their higher studies, or you have to invest some amount on their career, in the form of they want to begin some startup, etc. So lot many financial responsibilities are there. In stage 2, in the stage 2, when you are approaching the golden years of your retirement, before that is pre-retirement, you not only have to pay for those financial responsibilities, but also you have to start accumulating for yourself. Hello. Yeah. In the stage 2, you have to accumulate corpus for yourself, and in the third stage, when you practically retire, you start eating away your accumulated corpus, and you lead your retirement life. When it comes to retirement age, then this is the hierarchy of the various financial needs a person has, an individual has. It begins from the basic necessities, that is the cash flow and basic needs, which are related to food, housing, transportation, daily expenses. Then financial safety, accumulating wealth, financial freedom. This is the stage before retirement age you should have achieved. If you have not achieved this stage of financial freedom, you will be struggling all through your retirement age. And majority of the Indians, they retire almost at the bottom of the pyramid, that is the cash flow and basic needs, because by the time they retire, a majority of them have housing loan, or education loan of the kids, that is yet to be repaid, or they have to spend huge money on the higher education of their kids, or on the marriage of their kids. Majority of their accumulated provident fund or other savings, they are absorbed, and they are not left with much of the corpus to lead their retirement life comfortably. Therefore, retirement planning, right from the day when you start your first job, that is essential, that is necessity. When we talk about personal finance and retirement planning, there are four major pillars: income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. And major driver of personal finance and accumulation of corpus is savings. Savings is a gap between income and ego. This is the statement made by one of the author of one of the bestseller book, that is Psychology of Money, written by Morgan Housel. He said saving is the gap between income and ego, because we have various type of expenses that we incur in our life. There are discretionary expenses, mandatory expenses, immediate, short term, medium term, long term, emergency expenses. But majority of those expenses are divided into three categories: essential, comfort, and luxury. But these expenses are made on living of the person as per his or her lifestyle. But majority of the threat to the savings is ego spending. What if they have acquired some assets, some new phone? I should also have that phone. If people, if my friends are posting their status on Instagram or Facebook that they have gone on that trip, then I should also go there. So ego spending, that is major threat to the savings, which poses a major challenge to the accumulated corpus of the individual. Uh, One of the Hollywood star, Emma Watson, she said, "If you are wearing unbranded and cheap clothes, that does not mean you are poor. Remember, you have a family to feed, not a community to impress." That this is a very strong statement made by a Hollywood star. She means that you should live by your means. You should not overstep your limits. That is the conventional wisdom we have in our society. Our grandparents and our parents always have been guiding us. And when it comes to financial planning and when it comes to savings, normally our understanding is income minus consumption equal to savings. Whatsoever, if I am earning 50,000 per month, if I am spending 40,000 per month, then 10,000 I shall be saving. This is practically misconception. Never you are going to save 10,000. If you actually want to accumulate the wealth, as per Warren Buffett, you have to follow this equation, that is income minus saving equal to consumption. When you receive your salary of 50,000, then you have to automatically direct your 10,000 saving, then balance amount you have to spend. When it comes to personal finance, you go through various videos available over social media, the various literature. Majority of them recommend 50-30-20 rule. They say 50% of your income you can spend on your comforts, your necessities, 30% on leisure, and 20% you can spend. But mind you, that this rule has been designed as per the requirements, as per the superstructure of the Western economy, where they have social security. But in India, we do not have social security. Therefore, I always recommend that we should follow 50-25-25, 50% on comfort and essentials, 25% on leisure, and minimum 25% of our income we should be saving. Even in the government and in industry, if people are some people are working, their EPF is deducted. 12% is contributed by the employer. 12% is deducted out of the salary of the employee. That accumulates to 24%, and this 25% I have taken from that particular proportion. And whatsoever amount of saving you have, that should be channelized into investment. Uh, Once again, I am coming to the pillars of personal finance. Saving is a gap between income and ego, and if savings are channelized into investment, they create assets and eventually they create wealth, which is a net of the liabilities. And this is the book I am talking about. Morgan Housel says that financial success is not a hard science, it is rather a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know. Warren Buffett says that every individual has to have money mindfulness, and mostly we say that in our society that money is not everything. But Warren Buffett suggested that at least you should make sure that you have accumulated enough before speaking, before making such statements, because there is no substitute for money. In and This is one of the example, one of my favorite example. You have two lifestyles, choice you have to make yourself. One of the movie was Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, whereby the caste is representing the lifestyle of youth. That is, they follow yellow. That is, you are living only once. Therefore, live your life king size. And on the right side, I have the poster of Bagban movie, which is the reality of our society. In our families, we have this type of structure, and choice you have to make yourself. And when it comes to money mindfulness, then there are different type of mindsets which have impact on the accumulated corpus that you accumulate for your retirement. Some people live with the scarcity mindset, some people live with the abundance mindset. Both it will be enough. Then some people are fixated to I shall invest only in FDs because they are safe. Some people say that they can take some risk and they can invest in mutual funds, or they can invest in stocks, or even some people will would like to invest in the crypto. depending upon their risk appetite. Some people say, live your life today. We don't know tomorrow what is going to happen. And there are some people who have the savers mindset. There are some people who are happy living their life on the basis of EMIs, and there are some people who does not like EMIs, and they want to accumulate their own wealth, and they invest their accumulated funds. Then there is a fearful mindset. People are fearful, and there are people who feel empowered if they have some money in their pocket, in their bank account. And once again, I am coming back to the poster of Bhagwan, because in our family we make number of investments, and there are two investments every individual makes very happily, and eventually they regret of that investment. That is, one of the investment is we invest huge money on the education of our kids and on the house property that we live in. I am not saying that we should not be making this investment. We should be making this investment, but we should be mindful of when we are making such investment. We should be investing as per our affordability, because if you recall what happened in Bagban movie, which is representing the reality of our society, that is the consumption expenditure, and that was the retirement purpose. Taking lead from this story, I always recommend, always think, if you have, let's say, two kids in your family, then always assume you have three kids. The third kid is your retirement corpus. If on every kid you are spending 10,000 per month, then you should also invest 10,000 for yourself. Assume you have k plus 1. K is the number of kids that you have in your family, plus 1 is the is that kid who will eventually take care of you when you actually need someone to take care. This is the retirement planning process. Academically, we recommend and we follow, and in spirit, if this process is followed, then retirement can be very smooth. This is eight step process. The first step is setting your retirement goal, which means you should define at what age you are going to retire, you wish to retire, what lifestyle you are going to live, where you are going to lead your retirement life. Are you going to live in the will you continue living in the metro cities, or will you relocate to some other place? What are your major goals that you wish to achieve during your retirement age? What are the second stages? What are the expenses do you perceive you are going to incur on your during your retirement age? That may be related to the living cost, that may be related to the medical and healthcare, that may be related to any kind of EMIs you have. If you want to enjoy your life, how much money would you require? And then what is the corpus that you require in order to meet all these expenses? That is very important. Normally you find that people say 25% of your annual expenses you should accumulate, but that is the Western formula. In India, we follow the 33 times of annual expenses. In a short while, I shall be using one Excel sheet to help you understand why 25 times or 33 times is important. Fourth stage is evaluate your current financial position. And you have to conduct the gap analysis. The corpus that you require, that you have computed on the basis of second and third stage, and how much actually you have right now. If you calculate, let's say you would require 1 crore of the corpus to lead your retirement life happily, and if you will be able to accumulate only 70 lakhs, then how 30 lakhs you are going to arrange before the date of superannuation, before the date of retirement? And here you can understand the definition of retirement. Maybe if there is shortfall of 30 lakh, this is only a hypothetical example. If there is a shortfall of 30 lakh, maybe you retire from the institution, but you will have to continue working in some other institution in order to accumulate that 30 lakh. Therefore, that's why in the beginning I have made that this definition of a retirement clear. Then fifth stage is in order to accumulate, in order to compound your accumulated corpus, you have to design your investment strategy on the basis of your risk appetite, on the basis of your demographic profile, on the basis of your various financial requirement, financial goals that you have during at various stages of your life, and also risk management, buying the health insurance and life insurance, that is very important, and always having emergency fund with available with you, which is not less than 6 months of your monthly expenses. That is very important. And then you have to plan your withdrawal strategy. That is the systematic withdrawal. Normally we use this term of systematic withdrawal in case of mutual funds, but systematic withdrawals are also made from FDs, from the post office saving schemes, etc. So any kind of systematic withdrawal you are going to make, and that withdrawal has to be tax efficient. If it should not be a case that whatsoever interest or profit you have accumulated over your life, you are paying a huge amount of taxes on that. And that is not advisable. And last stage is continuous monitoring and rebalancing as per the changing dynamics of the market and changing dynamics of your risk profile or investment or your earning capacity. As far as the retirement is concerned, one of the popular strategy is three bucket strategy. In the three bucket strategy, they say that you can allocate your total retirement corpus into three buckets. Bucket one is short-term bucket, where you keep expense amount equal to the expenses for equivalent to 2 years expenses in the liquid form, whereby there is no volatility. You can keep your funds in the saving account or short-term FDs, or you can keep in the liquid funds. Then you keep funds equal to 7 to 8 years of annual expenses you keep in the second bucket. You can keep this money in the form of FDs or government bonds or corporate bonds. And a third bucket is you invest your funds into long-term assets. You can invest in the risky assets like equities or mutual funds, whereby your funds can grow. And hereby, let me. This is the Excel sheet where. Using this Excel sheet, I can help you understand how much corpus minimum is required and why I was suggesting 25 times or 33 times of the corpus. Let us assume if your monthly income is 1 lakh. I am taking the round figure. If monthly income is 1 lakh, annual income will be obviously 12 lakh. If the monthly expenses are, because in our society, our grandparents, our parents, they have always recommended that whatsoever money you earn, you should be saving some amount. So I am assuming 20% you are saving. And as I have discussed, 25% I should be saving. So 75,000 per month I am spending. If my corpus is, let's say, 10 times of my annual income. If my corpus is 10 times of my annual income, now let's see what happens. Inflation is the reality. Every year I shall be there will be some inflation. As per the government numbers, there is 6% inflation nowadays, which will be 5% approximately. Is my Excel sheet visible? Can someone confirm?
No, sir.
Only PPT is visible, sir.
Now,
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now it is
yeah,
visible.
yeah. I have assumed 1 lakh of monthly income, which accumulates to 12 lakh of annual income. Assuming 25% savings, 75,000 is my monthly expenses, accumulating to 9 lakh of my annual expenses. And I assume on the date of retirement, if I have 10 times of my annual income as my corpus, and 6% is the annual inflation rate, which is a official number published by the government. And in the bucket one, since we are going to keep in the liquid form, in the saving bank account, I can earn 3% interest. in the second bucket, if I invest in the FDs or bonds, I shall earn approximately 7% interest. And if I invest in the equities or mutual fund, equity mutual funds, I shall earn approximately 12% return. Hereby, you can see every year for the first 12 months, 75,000 I am going to withdraw. For next 12 months, with the 6% inflation, I am going to withdraw 79,500. And eventually, every month, some amount is increasing. And from bucket one, bucket two, bucket three, some part of the corpus I have allocated. If my corpus is 10 times of my annual income, then I have 12 lakh. Out of 12 lakh, 2 times of monthly expenses I have allocated to bucket one, 8 times I have allocated to bucket two, and balance amount I have allocated to bucket three. And this goes in this fashion, and it will grow with these interest rates or rate of return. Now you can see, in this column I have the months. If I have 10 times of my corpus, 10 times of annual income as my corpus on the date of retirement, you can hereby see that sorry, here one figure is left. How much I wish to transfer from bucket 3 to bucket 2 when the bucket 2 is exhausted. Normally it is recommended 4% should be transferred. Then here you can see that after 322 months, my total corpus has exhausted. If I live life beyond this age, I shall be left with no penny to spend. And majority of the Indians, they have less than 5 times. If it is 5 times, then this is the reason why right from the date of retirement, very next day they keep looking for their new job. And what if this corpus is 25 times? Here you can see that up till 360 months they need not to worry, and still in every bucket some amount is left with them. Therefore it is very important that you should have sufficient funds. And let's try, what if I have 15 times, then still I am comfortable. And hereby I am assuming there is no upliftment in the lifestyle. I am assuming no chronic disease in the family. I am assuming no extraordinary expenditures are going to take place. Okay. And since these calculations are being happening on Excel sheet linearly, whereby no hiccups that we actually face in the real life, they have not been discounted. Therefore, 15 times or 25 times may look rosy, but practically in India, where we do not have any social security and there are so many uncertainties, that's why it is always recommended you should keep 33 times, and your withdrawal rate should be 3%. You can live your life comfortably in that case. Okay, that's why in when I was in the PPT, when I was discussing that the third stage, that's why I have discussed the rule of 25 or 33 times of annual income. That is must for any individual. This is the three bucket strategy, one of the most popular strategy to be used during retirement. And this particular strategy and the retirement planning process will help you to understand, to plan how you can fill this gap between how much income you have, how much corpus you at this point of time you have accumulated, what are your net liabilities, and what are your future goals. There will be gap. That gap you can fill through 7 components of financial planning, that are goal planning, cash flow management, risk profiling, insurance planning, tax planning, retirement planning, and estate planning. This is essential for retirement planning. And when it comes to retirement planning, mostly it is understood that it is about investment planning. No, retirement planning is not about investment planning only. It is actually about protecting yourself. You can protect yourself by understanding your risk profile. As per your risk appetite, you need to choose what kind of investment avenue you should opt for your investment. Uh, uh, this graph presents the proportionate relationship between risk and return, and various asset classes have been plotted on this graph. Various instruments, say investment instruments are there. These are some of the instruments whereby the risk in the return of these instruments is on the lower side, but they are primarily the saving instruments, not the investment instruments. I call the instruments an investment instrument whereby you can earn real rate of return. Real rate of return is when your return is more than the uh, inflation rate. When you beat the inflation rate, when you if the inflation rate is 6%, if you are earning 7%, 8%, 9%, that is investment. If inflation rate is 7%, then and you are earning 7%, that is not actually the investment. You are actually saving money. And if you are investing in some asset whereby you are earning equal to or less than inflation rate, then it is just like keeping ice cube in your hand and standing in the sun. Eventually, the ice cube will melt. Same way, the such type of instruments will not help you to beat the inflation and to plan for your future. These are some of the investment vehicles that are available in the society, in the market. Mutual funds are there, PMS are there, as alternative investment funds are there, insurance products are there, pension products, REITs are there, specialized investment funds. They are the new instrument introduced by introduced by SEBI last year. But these products are meant for high net worth individuals and institutional investors. Besides these investment instruments, this is the uh, struggle of bread earner in the family, that he want to protect each and every family member, but individually, physically, you cannot do so. You have to plan tactically and strategically. And one of the instrument that is important for which can help you to protect your family and yourself, that is insurance. We need to prioritize in our life. It is always very rosy that this is just an example. It is politically very rosy statement that we are going to have the bullet train, but shouldn't our priority be railway coverage, which can protect the people? Similarly, spending on your luxuries, is that your priority? Should that be your priority? Or protecting your family from any kind of uncertainties that are likely to happen, that should be your priority. Therefore, insurance is the key. Insurance is the prerequisite in the retirement planning. Three type of insurance can be there. There can be life insurance, personal insurance, and general insurance. Life insurance take care of the financial risk related to the bread earner in the family. Personal insurance is related to the critical illness or any kind of disability or any kind of health related financial insurance. And general insurance is related to the insurance of the property, which protects the damage to the property, and you can indemnify such loss from the insurance company if that property, that asset is covered. And besides buying the insurance cover, you can also buy the riders uh, along with your basic insurance policy, which provides you the benefit of economy. Individually, if you buy that rider, that may cost you, let's say, a couple of thousand for per lakh. And if you are buying this as a add-on to your basic policy, it will cost you a couple of 100 rupee per lakh. So you can buy riders along with your basic policy. And another factor that you should keep in mind that I have just mentioned that government every now and then keep publishing that inflation numbers are 6%, 2%, 5%. Please do not, when you are working on your retirement planning, please do not go by those numbers. This is my sincere recommendation, because inflation is always personal. It is not general. The tuition fee of my kid, that is hiked every year by the school management, and when government published that statement, government takes the average of all the schools across India. Maybe the school management of my son, they are increasing the annual tuition fee by 10%, but government will publish 2%, 3%, because government will take the average of government schools as well. Similarly, the kind of inflation on the travel. If you are traveling by air, if you are traveling by rail, if you are traveling by road, the inflation rate will totally be different. Therefore, the rate of inflation that is applicable on you, that is totally personal. Please go by your own experience. Do not take the average rate of inflation published by the government. So this is one of the major mistake people make when they are planning for their retirement. And this is one beautiful picture which is published by Morgan Stanley in one of the wealth management report. This is called Retirement Spending Smile. This picture actually presents the curvilinear graph of retirement spending. During the early years of retirement, always we find that our spending keep declining, and until the mid age of retirement, and during the second part of retirement, during the later years of retirement, our spending keep increasing, and majority of our corpus is eaten away during this stage, and people keep struggling during this age. And that's why this is one of the reason old age homes are coming up. Many old age people we see, they are putting up their applications, they are submitting their applications, they are looking for job, they want to do something. So lot of social changes are taking place, and because we do not understand this particular phenomena, and because there is not much awareness in our society. And besides this, when it comes to retirement planning and financial planning, SEBI, on the website of SEBI, lot many calculators are there. Let me share the screen once again. This is a website of SEBI whereby lot many calculators are there. On the website of various brokerage houses, various mutual fund companies, you will find more sophisticated calculators. But my suggestion is, please do not go through those calculators or those apps, because once you are registered on those apps, what will happen? You will get feedback, but they will also keep sending you the updates which are a distraction, and in the long run you will be able to build your corpus only if you are keeping your investment in the long run. If you are not keeping your investment in the long run, power of compounding is not going to take place, and those distractions will never enable you to accumulate the benefit of power of compounding. In the end, this is my suggestion, that please follow the simplistic approach for financial mindfulness and achieving financial freedom. You should keep these are the 5 points you should keep in mind. That is, define your financial goals, create budget for yourself, automate your investment and savings, educate yourself, because there is no substitute to education and knowledge, and you can accumulate wealth only if your knowledge is compounding. And always keep a track on your expenses. We never know, we do not know whom we are making payment. every payment we are making, but actually for what purpose we are making payment and how much we are spending, we never keep track of that. That is very dangerous. And in the last, I would like to say that retirement planning is a stepping stone for financial freedom, and it requires conscious effort, financial prudence, and discipline, so that an individual can achieve financial freedom. Creating emergency or contingency fund equivalent to 6 months of expenses, that is also part of retirement planning. People who are in the private job, they never know. For example, TCS this year has announced terminating the services of 12,000 employees. AI is a big challenge. You don't know what is going to happen next. Therefore, always we should keep 6 months of expenses in the saving account, so that our daily life is not immediately affected. Sooner you begin, higher are the chances of achieving financial freedom, because power of compounding will play its role. Continuous review of the financial goals, risk profile, and portfolio are must. Uh, uh, couple of weeks back, when Indian stock market is facing the heat because of the tariff tantrum by President Trump, and various analysts were recommending that pharma stocks are one of the escape route for the investors. And a couple of days before, President Trump has announced tariff on pharma as well. Now, what to do? Therefore, continuous review of your portfolio, that is must, because dynamics keep changing every now and then. Every individual should have term life insurance in the range of 5 to 20 times. 5 times is minimum and 20 times is maximum of your annual income. Health and medical insurance, 5 lakh per person, per individual, up to 1 crore. If you can afford more than that, that will be better. Then make sure that at no stage of your life, the total EMI you are paying on any kind of loan that you have taken, the total EMI should be less than 35% of your carry home income. Anytime it is touching 35% or it is crossing 35%, please trust me, you are in a trouble. Never you are going to achieve financial freedom. Ensure that all type of debts and that debts are settled before your retirement. This will be the luxury. This nothing like this. And last is, financial freedom is directly proportional to compound interest, which is possible only with the compounding knowledge. Hereby, I would like to recommend one of the book, that is Joys of Compounding by Gautam Bair. That is a wonderful book. If you have interest in investment, if you have interest in finance, if you have interest in personal finance, then you must read that book. You will enjoy reading that book, and the moral of that book is your wealth will compound only if your knowledge compounds. If knowledge doesn't compound, then you can never compound your wealth. Thank you. This is from my side. Any question? Yes, Kritika.
So, on behalf of the organization committee, I would like to sincerely thank Ms. Kapil Gupta sir for his inspiring and insightful session on retirement planning, pivot for financial freedom. Key takeaways which I want to tell: financial freedom is not just a destination but a well planned step by step process. Retirement planning involves not only saving but also investment and beating inflation, starting early and having a clear goal, the achievement of financial freedom. So I would like to open the floor for the question and answer session. Finally, to make the session memorable, I encourage everyone to turn on their camera so we can capture a group picture. And please remember to fill in the feedback form that will be shared in chat box within the. Actually, it is shared. And thank you once again for participating in the today's session. For any further queries, you can reach us by phone or email